So, the New Blood final. I am so looking forward to this. Storm 2 against Mute. Professor Martin Smith from the University of Central England has joined us. I've been impressed with the New Blood. Have you been?
Very, very impressed. That Storm 2 has got some very, very powerful motors. It's beautifully made. It's got titanium. It's got polycarbonate. It's got aluminium. It's stainless steel. It's a real work of engineering art, that machine. Very strong.
Have we seen any new design innovations coming through, though, with the New Blood?
No, but good quality, though. Very good quality, very powerful. And it's up against a very strong contender, which is very similar.
OK. I've got to make my pick. Let's whip up a Storm.
We started out with 24 robots, all out to prove they were the best of the next generation of carnage. Well, now, just 2 robots remain. But only one can be crowned New Blood champion! It should be awesome. Let the grand final begin!
Mute. With the flipper, the machine of Adam and Daniel Emmett. Adam on the right.
Storm 2.
The great pushing machine of Ed Hoppit on the left, Andrew Rayner and Tim Bennett.
Robotwars, stand by.
The grand final of New Blood, we push Sergeant Bash, an old hand in the arena, and Dead Metal, another Warzone veteran.
2, 1.
The winner of this goes straight through to the 7th Wars, the next UK Championships. We heard that Mute would be vulnerable to a front-on attack by Storm. They're side-on at the moment. They're trying to expose the large 4-centimetre robot ground clearance. I think at the rear of Mute, that is. Doesn't seem to have much ground clearance at the front, to be honest. Now, they're in underneath Storm 2. And Storm 2 a little bit lucky there. Mute came in and nearly got in underneath to use that front flipper, which opens the wrong way. It's a curious design. It may well leave Mute vulnerable to attacks from axes in the future. They may well need to modify it. But at the moment, they're doing OK. Mute chases off after Storm. Storm turns again, tries to get the wedge shape in underneath Mute, and they're locked together. Mute's flipper doesn't work. It was never going to work there, really, because they weren't fully in underneath Storm 2. You're watching there the back of Adam Emmett's head. Storm 2 on the side of Mute. This is cagey stuff, isn't it? Very wily. These 2 young teams, inexperienced in the war zone. You wouldn't think that, though, from the way they're trying to gain advantage from what has become a tactical battle. Chase and be chase. Cat and mouse. Look at the traction there from Storm 2. You can see smoke rising from the arena floor. You can hear motors revving up, driving and trying to get an advantage. Very close, this. There you can see the Storm boys and the Mute team peering out from their control pods high above the arena. Look at the traction from Storm 2's wheels there. Burning rubber. Turning away. No great advantage from the weaponry. Storm 2, quick 20 miles an hour. Faster by 5 mph out there in the zone. Side by side again. Could that be decisive? Storm 2 very nearly attacked by Dead Metal. And away. Mute onto the flame pit. Could that be decisive? Was that an error as the judges mark their cards? I don't think we're going to see one decisive KO blow here at all. I don't think Mute's weaponry is working at all. Judges might mark them down on that. Now let's see if the flipper... It's not working, is it? Because they had a chance then to flip Storm 2 and they didn't use that chance. So the high-pressure flipper is not working on Mute. Oh, it is! They were lulling Storm 2 and me into a false sense of security. Well, that's cagey stuff from the Mute team, Adam and Daniel. Supported by Peter. The family team from Staffordshire, the Emmets. The Storm boys look on. Well, they were very nearly caught going out again. the old rumble in the jungle tactics when Ali drew George Foreman on in the World Heavyweight Championship and then caught him with a sucker punch. And Mute have done just that to Storm 2. And the seconds tick down. And where will the judges go on this? Brilliant ending by Mute. Was it a decisive one?
What an excellent new blood final. It's too close to call. We're going to have to go to the judges to look at style, control, damage and aggression. Will Mute be making noise or will the Storm be raging? While the judges are making up their minds, let's see the highlights.
Professor Noel Sharkey was making hurried notes there on what? Storm 2's aggression and good stylish running away from Mute. Mute with the flipper, not working to its true effect there. They had another chance to flip there. They didn't use it. Storm 2 nudging away, but you see all the while, Mute were just lulling Storm 2 into that false sense of security. But had Storm 2 been the more aggressive until that final flip, did Mute leave it too late? Up to you, judges.
And the judges have made their decision. Style, control, damage, aggression. Who do you think won?
I wouldn't like to call it. I really, really wouldn't.
What about you? Who do you think won?
I don't know, it's pretty close.
The judges didn't want to call it either. Do you know something? There was 1 point in it. After all of that, just 1 point in it. They've gone for Storm 2! Guys, your luck finally ran out.
Yeah, it did. Gutted.
Now listen, they were guys. They seemed like to spend the whole fight on fire.
Yeah.
There's smoke coming out of everywhere on them.
Yeah.
And you flip them.
It's a good flip, yeah.
Although they work upside down as well.
We did spend most of the fight in the house robots though, so
Yeah.
thought it might have gone that way.
But I tell you, I mean, you were lucky to get past Cedric Slammer, I thought.
Yeah.
But I mean,
It's much better there.
you took the fight to them there.
Yeah. Batteries work this time.
Batteries weigh a lot of pushing and shoving.
Yeah.
Well,
18 horsepower versus 2. And we still push them back.
you certainly did.
Yeah.
You must be a bit disappointed.
No, not really.
1 point in it. What do you think it was?
I don't know. We thought the flip might have done it, but obviously not. Yeah.
No. Sorry, guys.
No problem.
But listen, you're a fine robot.
Cheers.
We're glad to have you in the Robot Wars community. Let's hear it for Mute! Oh, you lucky boys. I mean, do you know, now that you automatically qualify for the 7th Wars now, you haven't got to go through qualification or anything like that?
I would have thought qualification would have been easier.
Oh, I tell you, man, I mean, great battle. You were on fire all the time. It just smoke coming out everywhere.
We were stripping the paint off the arena. That was the white stuff. It's actually the grey paint that was coming up because our wheels were trying to get the grip and the power was going in just
friction. That was smoke.
It's friction. It's friction on the surface.
Yeah. 1 point in it. What do you think stole it for you?
I don't know. It's difficult to say. I think we spent most of the time on the aggression with them. We were pushing them about as much as we could.
Well, they said you've got much bigger motors.
What had happened? We damaged the front of the scoop.
Yeah.
We were actually only running on the rear 2 wheels, which is why you saw the smoke coming off them. But when they flipped us, we were back on all 6 wheels again. We thought, well, hey guys, thanks.
Well, hey!
And we were off.
I mean, you won, and you haven't really got a weapon.
Just goes to show that you don't necessarily need a weapon as long as you've got a solid, reliable bot.
Tornado. I think they're applying for a bit of copyright protection on their robot. Actually. But anyway, guys, it was all for that. Show it to the people out there. Our new blood champions, the Storm 2! Well, all our new blood robots have risen to the cause, but Storm 2 are the champions on Robot Wars. Good night. Congratulations.